But breaking tonight, President Trump is expressing new confidence that a peace deal in Ukraine is close. Ukraine is indicating a willingness to move forward, and a meeting between the top U.S. envoy and Russia's president is now on the books. But there are still details to be settled. Correspondent Mark Meredith starts us off tonight live from the North Lawn. Good evening, Mark.
Brett, good evening to you. The White House says the U.S. is making tremendous progress in securing a peace deal between Russia and Ukraine. But tonight, President Trump says he also wants to hold off on any additional face-to-face meetings with President Zelensky or Putin until a deal is in its final stages.
I think we're getting very close to a deal. We'll find out.
Tonight, President Trump says he's cautiously optimistic the three-year-long war between Russia and Ukraine may be over soon, as his team works to reach a potentially historic peace deal.
I thought that one would have been gone quicker. We did 8. I thought that would have been an easier one, but I think we're making progress.
Tonight, Trump says he's sending his special envoy, Steve Witkoff, to meet with President Putin in Moscow and his Army Secretary, Dan Driscoll, to meet with Ukraine's leaders. The president's public push for peace coming the same day Russia launched new attacks on Ukraine's capital, Kyiv. Ukrainian officials say at least 7 people are dead after a Russian missile barrage hit multiple targets, including an apartment building. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky wants to meet with Trump as soon as possible as he pushes for U.S. security guarantees for his country against future Russian aggression. Trump says a meeting will happen, quote, only when the deal to end this war is final or in its final stages. Today, Russia's foreign minister said he believes any agreement is still in flux.
We have channels of communication with our American colleagues. They are being used, and we are awaiting their version.
On Capitol Hill, Democrats accused the White House of celebrating too soon and giving Russia the advantage.
It doesn't seem like we're getting anywhere very quickly. In fact, maybe going backwards. What we've seen the Trump administration do time and time again is throw the Ukrainian people under the bus and side with Vladimir Putin.
But Trump supporters argue the White House demands for compromise from both sides may pay off.
What's most critical, I believe, for future stability is that Ukraine have defensible territorial lines. Terrain and geography really matters.
And you may be able to hear it, but any moment now, the president will be getting on his helicopter off to the airport and then making his way down to South Florida, where he'll be spending his Thanksgiving holiday at Mar-a-Lago. Vice President Vance expected to spend his Thanksgiving with his family, too. But, Brett, he'll also be making a stop tomorrow at Fort Campbell, Kentucky, to thank service members for all they're doing for the country. Brett?
You know, Mark, as the president gets closer to the 1 year in office mark, there are rumblings that we may see some staff shakeups ahead of the midterms. But tonight we're being told the FBI director is not going anywhere, right?
Yeah, the White House is strongly denying a report that was out there today that the president would be getting ready to force out FBI Director Kash Patel. Patel has certainly faced some criticism while in the job, especially in the wake of the Charlie Kirk assassination. But today, the president and the White House, they posted this photo of the two men standing together, saying side by side. The president saying he also believes that Patel is doing a great job. He was just confirmed to the Post back in February. Brett.
Mark Meredith, live on the North Lawn. Mark, thanks.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.